When you're moving on to more advanced diving such as twin sets, it can be quite intimidating because there's lots of new bits of equipment that you need to get hold of, especially when you're looking at BCDs. So looking at a backplate and harness system, the most important and foundational part of the system is the backplate. But there are lots of different types of backplate, so let's take a closer look at backplates. Stainless steel. Stainless steel backplates are your golden standard. They are usually made out of 3mm of stainless steel, which has a fair amount of weight to it, so you can take some lead off of your weight belt. They're strong and resilient, so when you're bolting on a pair of twins, it's going to move with you instead of wobbling around. Aluminium. Aluminium backplates are much lighter than steel, so these are for travelling divers or in warmer temperatures where you don't need quite as much trim weight. They still have the rigidity, they're usually made out of anodized aluminium, but they don't have the weight of a stainless steel backplate. Flexible. Ultralight backplates are light and flexible. These are the epitome of lightweight, so if you have weight restrictions whilst travelling, an ultralight backplate may be the option. They have all the usual attachment points from a traditional backplate, but if you're diving on heavier cylinders or twins, it's best to stick with aluminium. Skeleton. Skeleton backplates have the strength and rigidity of a stainless steel backplate if they're made out of steel, but they have cut out sections which make them a little bit lighter. So they're strong and resilient, but they're not quite as heavy. 6mm. Thicker 6mm backplates are much heavier, so they're adding a bit of trim weight nice and close to your back, which makes them much heavier and much stronger. But if you're wanting to travel, they are incredibly heavy. Back pad. Back pads add a little bit of padding to your backplate, so if you're not diving in a thick wetsuit or dry suit, you get a bit of padding. They also have a bit of storage as well, so you can store your lift bag or DSMB behind your back out of the way. Book screws. Book screws are simple two-part screws. You get a male and female end, and these allow you to attach two parts together securely. They're most commonly used on things like back pads, but you can use them for a whole range of uses. Butt plate. Butt plates add a storage option to the small of your back. They bolt onto the bottom of your backplate, and they usually have a pair of horizontal rails that you can clip things off onto and attach in between. A very handy way for using that dead space just in the small of your back. Stabilizing plate. Stabilizing plates allow you to add a little bit of stability to your flexible backplate system so that you have some rigidity behind it. So if you're diving on a heavier cylinder, add some stabilizing plates at the top and the bottom to bolt them onto to add a little bit of rigidity. Alloy. As with all metals in the world, there are plenty of different types of alloys that you can make from them. And this one from X-Deep is a aerospace aluminium magnesium alloy, which is incredibly strong as well as incredibly light. Attachment points. Most backplates will have the same features and slots cut into them. Down the spine you will have some holes at the top. These are for your bolts for your twin set. Down at the bottom of the spine you often have a slot, and they are for the corresponding bolts at the bottom of your twin set. Either side of that you will have a pair of vertical slots. These are for single cylinders, so you can thread a 2-inch cam band through. Down at the bottom you have a slot for your crotch strap, and up at the top you have diagonal and horizontal slots. These are for your shoulder straps of your harness, going down to these diagonal slots for your waistband. All around the edge of every backplate you will find these bolt holes. These are for accessories. Down at the bottom they're for a butt plate, but up along the side they're for different types of accessories, so you can attach them firmly onto your backplate. So that was a quick look at backplates, but there are plenty of different types and lots of different materials out there for different types of divers. But what type of backplate do you use, and what do you use it for? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and safe diving.